Well, 2 houses at the moment we have visited so far, Masa. We know that there's supposed to be about 20 houses that are going to be visited today, with about 3 different crews that are going to be going to various houses. But I want to bring in the Commissioner just to tell us and to gauge just how successful these visits have been so far. Commissioner?
Well, so far we've been able to locate 11 absconders. Now, absconders are parolees that have left or are no longer found in the addresses that they provided to us as we continue to monitor them. So we have located where they are. Now, this operation is different from a monitoring normal operation where you go in and you check if the offender is complying with the conditions, you check with the family. This one is an operation where when we get these absconders, we are going to take them back to correctional services because they have contravened the conditions of parole. So it's not a normal one where you just knock on the door and you find the person at home. Here we are searching for them like those that are evading the law.
In terms of numbers, how many absconders do you generally have in terms of parole?
Yeah, well, remember our population is just above 54,000, and the caseload that we have of absconders is just above 8,000. And now I'm talking about absconders in the whole country. So you have small numbers in management areas that you have to follow on. What is also difficult is that when they do this, they also move beyond the management areas, beyond the regions. So a person will abscond from Eastern Cape to Gauteng. So we have a national tracking team, but the team that we're working with today is a tracking team it includes the national. We have some members from the Gauteng region and, of course, from the Bosbeck management area. We are in Tsakane tonight.
And of course, one would imagine, because getting a parole is such an extensive process and it takes so much work, that it would be something that is celebrated and done accordingly once you're outside. What causes people to abscond?
There will be offenders that even if we've taken them through rehabilitation and correctional programs. We received reports from psychologists and social workers. Their family members or guardians have given us assurance that they will look after them. The victims and the community has, supported that they should go out on parole. In that process where they are serving their sentence under parole, there will be those that will present such problems to us. Some of them, when we get them, we ask them, they say, no, I was looking for a job, I found a job somewhere. But they know that on a weekly basis, parole officers come check on them. They know that if there's any change in their pattern of life, they have to call the nearest community corrections office, or even walk into any correctional facility and announce that. Normally our parolees, when they look for jobs or any means of living, they get letters of support from us. We vouch for them. Now, these ones that we are searching for tonight, we are definitely sure that these are the ones that do not want to comply. They have taken a decision that they will go back to a life of being criminals, and that's why, because they've broken all the rules, basically, there is no other interaction with them tonight except to rearrest them and take them back to our correctional facilities where they will finish their sentence without getting an opportunity for parole.
Just in a national picture, how many people usually get parole or have gotten parole this year?
Well, I wouldn't be able to give a precise number because remember our parole boards, they work on a daily basis. Okay, now, so offenders are considered for parole, as I'm saying, on a daily basis. It's a figure that I will be able to give you if you ask me after, a few minutes. But Yeah.
But in general, is it going up or is it going down?
Well, the offenders themselves are complaining, so I wouldn't say it's going up. I would say that we are more careful with our processes. An offender would be convinced, even the family members, they would be convinced that it's time for this one to go on parole. But the parole board will come out with a determination that says, no, this one is not ready. We have cases in different courts where offenders have enrolled services of lawyers, legal representatives to fight the parole process so it can be speeded up. So we are very careful and meticulous with the process.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Massa. That is the Commissioner speaking to us, of course, about those processes of how people get to parole. Of course, they're looking for absconders today that have decided not to follow the law. We'll be right back after this.